Recording in progress.
Hello, this is Greg Allison, Green Greg's, coming to you on the 8th of March, 22. Time on deck is 2600 hours Central Standard Time. My friends, if you think food prices have been going up, if you think they've been skyrocketing, it is quite possible that you haven't seen anything yet, because we may be on the cusp of food prices really exploding. Why? Several things are driving this. Several things. For one, China is now reporting that they're expecting the worst year for harvesting wheat that they've had because of rain, moisture, and Russia is considering suspension of fertilizers. As you know, and I've reported in the past, the nitrogen fertilizers that have come out from there have tripled in price already. They were, even if they do ship, it will go up. And it looks like they're talking about suspending shipments. Maybe this is so they can have it for their domestic production because they're having so many problems. And on top of all that, there's this little thing going on in one of the breadbasket countries of the world called Ukraine. Yeah, isn't that the breadbasket of Europe? And isn't it getting close to planting season? And what's going on there? The whole country is in turmoil. Now, maybe there aren't tanks running across every farm, but there's going to be all kind of supply chain issues getting in and out, maybe issues getting fuel. It may be those farmers are going to have a hard time planting, preparing the ground, fertilizing it. Yeah, are they going to be able to get fertilizer? Will they be able to get fuel? Will their tractors run? Now, they've been snagging a few tanks. They may have some extra help in plowing with a few of them. But the breadbasket of Europe, Ukraine, is at risk. Even Russia and Ukraine jointly produce 30% of the grain of the world. They export grain. And Brazil is really gnawing at another big export grain country, is especially in soybeans for them, really gnawing their fingers off over this whole notion of suspension of fertilizers. So, my friends, this is huge. This may be the winter next year, may be the worst winter we've ever seen in terms of food supplies. So this is why you need to grow your own food, my friends. So subscribe to my channel, bang the update notification bell, and click all, because I'm always bringing you stories about what's going on in the world, about what you need to get ready for, about what you need to keep your eyes wide open for and head on the swivel about, because this is how you know what's coming. And I'll bring you this news. Subscribe, bang the update notification bell, and click all. Well, I'm going to show you a few things here, a few articles. We're going to start getting into this here. Ding, ding. Here we go. Got some websites here. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go through a survey. Look at all these. As food prices increase, store brands may have an advantage. Yes, food prices are up. Oh, wait, this is from January. That's from February. Early in February. Food prices approach record highs from 3rd January. Yeah, that's before the war. What is driving the increase in food prices? This is back in November. So we've had some significant food price inflation, as I had predicted before. And these articles are from months ago, before the war broke out. And now, well, holy smoke, that and the reports from China like this. Wow, look at this, guys. China officials say wheat crop may be the worst in history. Really? The worst in history. Wow. Check that out. This came out on the 5th of March. And what they're blaming on, they said at they're expecting a 20% less, 20% reduction in the 1st and 2nd grade winter wheat due to the rainfall. But this has affected 30% of the cropland. So how you only get 20% hit when the two countries, so when it's talking about 30% of their crop, I'll ask you the other 30% there. Let's see, 20% of their cropland, and or was it 20% of the reduction? Somewhere it says a third of their cropland is flooded, and I don't see that number here, but I've read so many articles on this stuff, guys. A third of their cropland, yet only a 20. Right, there it is. Planting that reduced acreage by 1/3. Okay, so they're planting on 1/3 of the acreage, but only expecting a 20% loss. Well, that's what I call being optimistic. A third is 33.3, not 20%. 20% is a fifth. So yeah, we know how those Chinese are. They like to kind of stretch the numbers, and shall we say that like to Echo, no, say Lima Indigo Echo a lot, if you know what I mean. The here they're also talking about Russia and Ukraine, which produce 30% of the wheat exports to the world, as having issues in their crops. So China expecting a record bad crop. Russia, Ukraine, they're not going to be doing so good this year, apparently. So guys, you need to grow your own garden. That's what I've been telling you. You better be growing your own food. So check out True Leaf Market, link below my video. True Leaf Market is a place you can go buy seeds. All their seeds are non-GMO. You get heirloom seeds here that you can plant, see, non-GMO, heirloom seeds, organic. You get the seeds that you can grow a plant from, harvest it, replant the seeds, and get the same kind of plant back. Hybrid seeds do not give you that luxury. And they have a wide variety of vegetables, and even you can grow microgreens, get all the supplies you need to grow microgreens. But you can get garden seeds, all kind of stuff here, guys. Check it out. And for those of you that might be afraid you won't be able to buy any more of this, if the grid goes down, it hits the fan, hey, you can get those seeds here too. So let's go on now. Let's go into this. Brazil. Government rattled by Russia's potential fertilizer export suspension. Wow, I guess they are rattled. This is a pile of fertilizer here, right? Russian state news media TASS had reported the country's industrial and trade minister had recommended suspended the export of fertilizers until normal transportation services to and from Russia are reestablished. So what's happening is a lot of the train routes, a lot of things, how they've been shipping stuff is in disruption. Wow, well, there's a war going on. But they had already talked about suspending and cutting back on this even before then. Al Jazeera reports that the food impacts are going to be even worse than that. What they're telling us is that emerging markets, the emerging countries are going to expect to have their currencies crashing. Wow, soaring food prices threaten emergent market currencies. So we're talking about a lot of your emerging nations are looking at their currencies crashing over the high food prices. Wow, guys, this is nuts. And yeah, food prices that typically lead global headline CPI. So that's your CPI. Let's see, and this is shooting straight up. And that's still, I don't know if it's got in our current time frame or not, guys. But holy smoke, guys, we are looking at some serious juju coming at us. Anyway, not going to go through all that. I'm going to end this video really quick. I'm almost done for a change. Food prices expected to increase. Well, there you go. That's kind of a no-brainer. Bing, 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 bing. So finally, one thing more you can consider. Hey, go to prepwithgregs.com right here. $150 off a 3-month emergency food kit. 3-month that lasts 25 years, guys. 6 buckets. You see this? This is real food, real meals. 2,000 calories a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It'll make you a winner. Less than 25 years. You get $150 off of that, or $50 off the 4-week supply, which is 2 buckets. Friends, it beats this. This is stuff you can store and more. So I'm gonna stop the share. Halo. In fact, I got a bucket right here. Check it out. It's lightweight, easy to store because it's freeze dried and it'll last a whole lot more than other stuff. And you know, you bury it in caches because it says in a sealed plastic container with sealed pouches inside of it. So it's good for burying to hide, which is what you probably will have to do with some of your stuff when it all hits the fan here, guys. The Kaka has been launched. The rotary impeller is spinning, and it's I think it's hitting. It's making contact, about to. Just look at the prices. Look what's going on. There's talk about are these jet planes that we're supporting going into. Basically, we're making a deal with Poland to send MiGs to Ukraine. And we're going to supply Poland with F-16s to replace their MiGs they're sending to Ukraine. And we're behind this. So is Russia going to consider this an act of war? It's getting pretty serious, guys. It's getting serious. I don't know, guys. What does this mean? I don't know. It's not pretty. There are some prospects for peace, and I really think that needs to be worked on. We don't need this war. But yeah. Anyway, enough said. Enough said, my friends. Then we need to find some way to calm all this down over there. We'll talk about that in the near future here, guys. But what I'm bringing you, what I want to offer here in these next few weeks, my Freedom Restoration Foundation is working on a comm system, kind of a social media system that should be able to survive whatever hits the fan, or if they shut us down from everything else. My friend Lee Wilbarger has a system that he's working up for comms through a push-to-talk telephone, which can also hopefully have a system to survive when they shut us off for the regular phone networks there. I'm working on a currency. Check out below. I've also got links to goldbacks. This is a gold coin that folds like folded money, and it's just a very small veneer of gold. So much so that you can trade it just like regular money, unlike big chunks of gold. So we got to look at ways to get a system. And I'm also looking into an alcohol fuel system where maybe we can have fuel outside of this gas world. Trying to get in, and we're working up the Tribe Network, my friends. The Tribe Network. Remember that? Yeah, I've got Wise Owl working that now. You might see her in the chat room quite often. Maybe I should interview Wise Owl, see if she's interested in that. We are reworking the Tribe Network. We're trying to fix things where we can be independent. And on top of that, I have my Freedom Restoration Foundation. We've got a lot of freedoms at risk right now. So check out the freedomrestorationfoundation.org. And yeah, so I'm trying with my channel, and what we're doing here is find new ways to outreach and establish bonds and connections where we can build a society that will survive all this stuff. And my universal habitat, it may be one of the key elements to making all that work. A design that I've come up with for a home that you can live out of, make a living out of, and it should be resilient for surviving all kind of stuff. It's almost radiation proof. It's almost a built-in bunker. It's a food production facility, you name it, and it's beautiful. So I got a great concept I'm working up there too, and more to come on that stuff. So my friends, take care, and hopefully we'll work together and live long and prosper. So, well, still a line from Spock, right? Anyway, or I might say nano, just for fun. And all the Starfleet Trek fans will love that, wouldn't they? All right, my friends, thank you so much. Take care. And what I'm going to say, Greg